Well, we have some breaking news coming on the broadcast for our viewers right now. We have reports coming in that South Korea has imposed sanctions on Belarus. Now, according to reports, the ministry did not specify what measures would be taken, but what we know right now that it would be applied in a manner similar to the measures already taken against Russia. So South Korea right now joining the list of nations to sanction Belarus after Russia, because remember earlier we had seen how the so-called exercises by Russia they had with Belarus before the invasion of Russia. So the latest right now, the news we're getting to reports of South Korea joining the list of nations across the world to sanction Belarus. At this point of time, we'll be getting more information about what kind of sanctions will there be. But whatever they have, there are economic sanctions that have been imposed.
Absolutely, but for the rest of the world, for West as well, Belarus has been equivalent to what Russia has been doing. Belarus has made it no secret that they are in fact in cahoots with Russia as well. They have been helping Russia in this entire Ukrainian crisis as well. So it's very obvious that the rest of the world is also reacting in the same manner that they have for Russia. And now, of course, they also sanctions that have been levied on Belarus since Belarus in the very beginning. Even the visuals, Crispino, that had proven that there were troops that were moving from Belarus towards Ukraine, and how Belarus had always talked about, in fact, echoed what Vladimir Putin had also stated. And now in the latest, they're in fact bearing the brunt of that now, since the rest of the world now also putting sanctions on Belarus along with Russia, isn't it?
Absolutely, and also to point out here is that even Ukraine has alleged that the bases in Belarus are being used to in fact launch many of the missiles there, as well as more of the aircrafts, of the Russian aircrafts are being sent from Belarus.
Well, yes, even if we look at the troop movement, even if we look at the economic part of it, we have seen how Belarus had always, in fact, supported everything that Russia had been talking about. Russia had, in fact, threatened for a nuclear war, and that was a sentiment that had been echoed by Belarusian president as well. Even after that, we have seen the talks that took place in Belarus, the first round of talks rather that took place in Belarus as well. And after that as well, we saw that the former Ukrainian president had been brought there. And Belarus, of course, is something that Ukraine had also said that they do not want to meet in Belarus, since it is a friendly country for Russia. And now we see that the rest of the world also reacting in a similar manner to Belarus as they had with Russia as well.
Well, the fast is out, and Belarus cannot hide behind Russia at this point of time. And what we're looking right here is that Belarus has been exposed on the world stage. They are equal partners in crime with Russia. Don't you agree, Priyanka, at this point of time? Because the world is seeing through that veil, that iron veil there, and they are seeing, calling out Belarus for its lies here. And they are exposing Belarus at this point of time, with South Korea being one of the latest countries to follow suit.
Not just South Korea, in fact, there are other countries as well. They had issued a warning to Belarus as well that they had to stop helping Russia as well. And that's exactly what we have seen resulting in this kind of a sanction that has now been levied from South Korea to Belarus as well. And of course, it's also going to be it's also going to be tough for Belarus to get out of this now, because on a world platform, they have given their support to Russia, and they have given support to the Russian aggression on the ground as well.